So here are things that come from my own experience and just my own thoughts of like, how can I quantify an objective that would be like, okay, this would be a cool objective. All right, so here are just some ideas for objectives on how to grow and develop. Corey, can we get them zoomed in on me? Switch to the camera that's more zoomed in. That one right there. Just leave it on that. I like that one better until somebody's talking, then we can zoom out. You guys can see me, right? I know I'm down kind of low, but that's all right. I'll stand up when I need to. Okay. Yes, that's a great idea. Perfect. Except what happens when I go and start writing on the board? It's going to cut my head off. Okay. All right. So here are some ideas for objectives, for mission objectives or for your victory objectives for 2023 that I came up from. This is part of from my own work and so forth. So for example, this year, 2022, one of my mission objectives or my objectives was to read through the entire Bible. Okay, so that was just a goal that I set at the beginning of the year. All right, so that would be like, what does that mean? That means basically every day I am reading God's word. So for me, feeding myself spiritually and all that, having a set prayer time every single day or meditation time every single day, that kind of stuff then becomes an objective. It's a daily discipline that makes your life better. So here are some possible objectives. It could be reading books. A certain number of books I'm going to read, a certain number of pages I'm going to read every day, a certain amount of time I'm going to read every day. It could be a list of books. I'm going to read all of these books that are strategic. Again, this is where when you set an objective, you can cheat yourself or you don't cheat yourself. So make sure you got to be honest with yourself about, okay, this is the target that I set. Is this legitimately a target that's going to be a true victory for me when I do it? And then if it's like, okay, let's just say I'm going to read positive books that help make me better. What would be a reasonable goal, a radical goal, an impossible goal? An impossible goal may be to read a book a week. Now, I don't know, to me that would be a radical, not impossible. Pretty much anybody, you spend 15 minutes a day. If you read at a reasonable rate, the average books, you might need to be a little more than that. If you can read a page and a half a minute, read 15 minutes a day, you read 20, 25 pages, you're going to read a book a week. So it's not, to me, that would not be impossible. Impossible would be to read 250 books. That would be impossible. But what could you do? Take a speed reading course. Now I can read a book in an hour. You can read a book in 2 hours. I'm not talking skim, I'm talking about read a book. Yes, speed reading is real. Okay? I got to where I could read, at one time I could read, comprehend, retention and everything, like 750 words a minute, which is like pretty insane. And it's not like riding a bicycle. You can forget how to do it because it is a discipline. It's like running a mile fast. It's work, but if you do it enough, you can develop a skill set that will allow you to do it, but it takes conditioning because your mind has to work in a certain way. It's just a very concentrated, but your retention and comprehension goes up when you're proficient at it. Anyway, so it could be reading. It can be personal development, things that I'm going to do, like I'm going to attend 6 personal development events. I'm going to attend Agent Mastery Live. I'm going to attend the Ascension Workshop. I'm going to attend the Creator Quest and the Champion Quest. And I'm going to go to see Tony Robbins, Unleash Your Power Within, and Grant Cardone, 10X, something like that. Okay, going to that kind of stuff is to help grow you. All right, so that's just, again, a sample of what you could do. Okay, when I started this coaching company, for 2 or 3 years, Julie and I committed to one personal development or business development growth conference or event a month. Every month we were investing 3 or 4 days, sometimes 5 days, going to that. We spent a ton of money doing that, but you were always in growth mode. Okay, this is why I think for these 2-day events that we do, Creator Quest, Champion Quest, these Ascension Workshops, these are critical to your growth and success because they keep you in a growth mode. They keep you thinking and challenging yourself and expanding yourself. But I think you should also go to other stuff that helps you grow specifically in things you need, like going to a meditation retreat. Okay, I'm going to a meditation workshop in January, February. It's different. I've found huge power in this meditation game, and I'm like, okay, I like it. I want to go deeper in it. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but I went and meditated at lunch yesterday for 15 minutes. Did anybody notice that? You didn't even notice, did you?
You went in your office.
Went in my office, yeah.
Yes, but I didn't know.
I just turned the light out. Did you? You knew I was in there because just you brought the caps in. I was like, I need to meditate. So I'm just like, and it's just crazy how empowering it is. Okay. Meditative skills, personal growth skills, certifications that you complete that help you grow as a person. Daily practices that help you, will help strengthen your mind, strengthen your confidence. So it may be daily declarations. It may be visualizing your goals every day, which all this is fire zone stuff, right? But you just make a commitment to that and say the victory is I actually do it every day. Okay? Spiritual disciplines and processes that build faith, that build certainty, that build congruity in your life, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to suggest there may be some things that you could do that are from other domains. Okay? So for a lot of children, if they want a child to increase their self-confidence, what do? What are some things they do that are not like declarations, that are actual activities they can put a kid in that will help them increase their confidence? Martial arts. You teach a kid how to kick other people's butts, they become more confident. So a physical discipline like jiu-jitsu or something like that, or any martial art that is done with a great instructor and the right environment can help you grow your confidence as well. Bucci, Bucci, are you on? I'm not sure. I don't see if Bucci's on or not today. No, Bucci could not be on today. He voxed me. Bucci started taking jiu-jitsu this last year. I'm not sure if he's still doing it, but he was like, it immediately helped him do some stuff. I've had two coaching members in the past, Jacoby Kendrick and Paulie Dominich, who are both world champions in jiu-jitsu. Now, Paulie Dominich became a world champion before he started real estate, and he came in, did 100 transactions his second year in real estate. And he gives a lot of credit to that, to what he learned and the mental toughness that he learned in jiu-jitsu and this just idea of winning. But he didn't play at jiu-jitsu like I go take jiu-jitsu once a week, right? He was like, I'm going to be the best ass kicker on the planet. So he became a world champion. Jacoby Kendrick, same way. Now, Jacoby didn't do it the same. Jacoby did it as I want to elevate myself and grow my kids. So he got into jiu-jitsu, and in about 3 years, he became a world champion in jiu-jitsu. And so the benefits of that are enormous. Okay, so it may be something like that. It may be something I mentioned yesterday of relationships with other people, your association. You get around a higher level of association, it increases your self-worth, your confidence, your thinking, how you think, and all that kind of stuff. That is called the mastermind principle. Okay, that's what Napoleon Hill talks about extensively in Think and Grow Rich and the Laws of Success. A book that I think is Napoleon Hill's second best book, How to Raise Your Own Salary. It is not really how to raise your own salary. It's how to become a badass in winning. Okay, but that's a smart title because it makes people buy it. But it's one of his least known books. I'm going to read a little bit from that in a minute. Or it could be something that, like therapy. I think therapy, Alex, how long have you been going to therapy, Alex?
Now over 700 sessions.
Over 700 therapy sessions. This guy's a fucking mess. No, this guy's fucking rich. Okay, he's a multimillionaire whose immigrant came to America. And do you mind just sharing how much money you will make in the next 90 days? Just ballpark, based on what you already have pending in escrow, both commissions and profit.
By 300,000.
About 300,000 in the next 90 days.